Called meeting, council for Ironton, City of Ironton, July 10th, 2025. You all rise, please, for invocation and pledge. Todd Morris, please, invocation.
Let us bow our heads and pray. Gracious God, you have given us the freedom that we so celebrate in this country, a freedom that is passed down to us through our state and to our city. As we come together tonight for the betterment of your people, guide the actions that we do and help us to build each other up so that we may truly be one nation under you, our God. We ask this all in the name of your Son, who is our Lord forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Brown.
Here.
Cleary.
Here.
Haney.
Here.
Harvey. Pop.
Here.
Klein.
Here.
Aaron.
Here. Approval of minutes for regular council meeting of June 26th, 2025. Finance committee meeting of June 26th, 2025. Anybody have any additions or modifications to those? Before we move to audience participation, the mayor has asked.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna go ahead and get my update, because I might, depending on how long it goes, I have to leave myself. Just a quick update, we have finished the Mackenzie Long mural on that waterfront. I don't know if any of you have seen yet, but there is a event page on Facebook, and it'll be tomorrow from 12 to 12:30, revealing that mural as part of the first annual Mackenzie Long Day here in the city. Just want to make sure everyone was aware, if you were interested in continuing that. That's all I think I got.
Thank you, Mayor. This time, anybody would like to step forward, audience participation, please list your name and address to address council.
Mary Tessie, I'm here about 1606 Karen Street. I sent most of you a video, you saw it last week about the rainwater, and Mr. Klein, you had said that if I did hear from Kevin Wood to let you know back last October, he said based upon the survey that was completed before construction began, the lawn of 1606 Karen Street drains from the house towards the sidewalk, and the sidewalk drains towards the driveway. The sidewalk is not being altered, so any water that makes its way from the curb to the sidewalk will continue to drain toward your driveway and into a yard drain that is being installed. Well, as you saw in the video, it doesn't work. And they've raised the curb up, put me at a 10% pitch. So all that water is coming on my sidewalk to my driveway. What I think is really I was kind of laughing when you were talking about windows and the water. Well, I'm here to complain about my integrity in my driveway because it's getting water. I've complained for since the last October, and I don't see anything being done. We're almost at the end of the project. What are we going to do about it?
Well, when you emailed me, I'm sorry, I was out of town, but I forwarded it to Kevin Wood.
I had already forwarded it to him and the mayor and several of you.
And he said he was working on it, and I have not heard back from him. So that's why I said, if you don't hear back from him, please let me know. So I didn't hear back from you. So he hasn't contacted you.
Not since October.
Okay.
That's when I heard about this.
Okay.
So you can definitely see in the video, there's an issue. He's put more water on the sidewalk, which is going to my driveway.
Okay.
And the people that live there want to know, every time we drive on the driveway, are we going to have mud over? I actually have pictures. I asked you all last time, where's the grass seed? You know, here's two pictures. I did these today. I cleaned up the ton of hay that was laid down. There's no grass seed underneath it. And there's about 4 of us that way that don't, we had a ton of hay, no grass seed, there's no grass growing there. So I cleaned that all up. I bought my own grass seed, no one knew who to send the bill to. Because I had to do that myself. I stopped and asked Allards, please put some grass seed down. No response. I asked the inspector for Kevin Wood, please have Allards put some grass seed down. No. I come here, I complain. We got, because what you don't realize is that's creating more mud that's going on a sidewalk. I couldn't even get it off with a blower. It's caked onto my driveway. I don't know what else to do. So I'm here to ask you, what do you want me to do? I've continued to come and bring these issues and nothing's getting done. Can't even get a little grass seed. I mean, it's ridiculous.
When he after I forwarded your email to him, he said he was working on a solution, and I will follow up with him and ask him to contact you.
I don't want a bigger drain. If that comes up his solution, that's not going to fix it.
Unfortunately, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of handicapped right here. I don't have the ability to manage contractors, or I can pass messages along to our engineers. I can vote to fund projects. That's where that's what I'm permitted to do.
Then what are we going to do? Then maybe I should send it over to the mayor.
But I forwarded to him, like I said, I will follow up with the engineer and ask him to contact you to see if he can relay whatever the solution is for that issue.
I'm just as tired coming here complaining about it as you are tired listening to me complain about it. But I'm not going to.
I actually enjoy your company.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm not going to leave it like that. That's the whole thing. I don't want to be mean about it, but that you have created. I'm not saying you have, but there's been
I don't want you to think I'm ignoring
problem created.
I'm sympathetic to you. I'm sorry that you're going through that. When I voted to fund this project, I was hoping that it would alleviate a lot of the issues for years that I'd heard about the drainage in there. And I'm still hopeful that this project does accommodate that. And I think it will. I think there's a lot of headaches involved with it that weren't predicted at that time when we made that decision to fund that project. And it's one of those things, you look back and you're like, man, I didn't see that was going to come, didn't see these issues would come. But right now, we funded it. I still think it's a need for that neighborhood. And, it's like, we're going to swim halfway across the river and then swim back. We can't do that. We got to plow forward and make the best of where we're at right now. And I'm sympathetic to that. I think Kevin, and I've got a lot of faith in Kevin, I think he's going to come up with a solution that's going to help you. And I will email him again and ask him to reach out to you. And I'm very sorry that you're going through all this. I really am sorry.
And I feel sorry for the people, just like the flooding. And I agree with you. There may be some things that's going to come positive of this, but I don't see how taking our property, raising it up, and directing the water towards us is going to be solvable at the rate that they've done. I don't know how they're going to actually do that. And I'm here, and I'd like to say, the people next door they're almost 90 years old. They're not going to come up here and say anything. The gentleman on the other side, his wife's ill. So that's why I feel like I try to represent these 4 or 5 houses that are dealing with that.
Ma'am, I don't want to say I understand because I don't live there, so I don't feel it every day to day. I know a lot of people that live in that neighborhood, and I talk to them very regularly. They have a lot of the same concerns. Mm-hmm. So I drove down there I get my haircut down there. So I was down there this morning, and I don't want you to think I'm not. I'm very sympathetic to what the process has been, and I think everybody here would agree when we voted to fund it, did not foresee that being that way. We knew it was going to be an issue because for several years we were told that it couldn't even been done until we came to this engineer and said we can put the storm sewer right through the street to alleviate the flooding. So, like I said, I'm very sorry you're going through it, and the best I can do is relay it to our engineer and ask him to please reach out to you for the solution. And I do hope we do get a solution for you.
Oh, we're going to get a solution. There's no doubt about that, because I'm not going to stop until we get one. But a positive
I've
is...
got some, I've been dealing with this at 7 o'clock this morning, so I've got some updated information. 7 o'clock this morning. So I've got some updated information. 7 o'clock this morning. So I've got some updated information. 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 So
We had a few issues. I was out of town last week. There were some things that went on. 7 o'clock this morning, they start, doing their thing. People's got to move their cars if they want out for the day. I didn't get the message. Some of them did, some of them didn't. It is what it is. So go talk to John Stevens. We get on a conference call with Kevin Wood. He said regarding, I'm going to take this step by step, regarding the grass, seed, and the straw, that is not done by far. Which I guess the weather that we've had is not conducive to growing grass. So, it was dry, straw was dried out, blew all over the place. Then you had a torrential downpour a couple times. I wasn't here for that, so I didn't see it. But the way it was explained to me is washed a lot of the way, created a mess. That's something we can't handle. We can't help. We can't help Mother Nature. But by no means is everybody's portion of their yard, tree line, whatever it is, that's not finalized. So he said it's not close to being done. So that's going to be the final thing they do. Now, that being said, there is something, they've got a punch list or something. So there's a punch list. So there's addresses, and I asked for it. They said, I can't get it to you. I'll get it to you eventually. There's a punch list that they're going to have to go through step by step before they complete this project. There's new additions. There's punch list items that's been on there since the beginning, but they said we can't really fix it until we get to the end of it. So there's a whole punch list that they have to go through. Now, regarding
is that before the end of July, or what's the cutoff date of that?
I didn't get that far with them, but I mean, at this point, my thing is if it's tidying up grass and fixing issues with individual properties, that's okay as long as they do it right. That was what I conveyed to Kevin is let's just make sure it's right. I don't want this affecting somebody 6 months down the road, whatever. So once we do have contingency funds, that's not going to cost anything extra. There's a lot of amount of money for these projects because I guess the contractor and the engineer foresaw some of these issues that they were going to have that we're going to have to go back and fix some things. So driveways and things like that, they're going to take a look at the end, and the contingency funds will cover that. And so, if they get to your property and your punch list item number is up, that's when they'll address it, and they're going to go through it. They said they will go through it address by address.
I don't want it signed off, and then I find out it's signed off, and I still have my punch list item sitting there, and it's not done. That's my issue.
I think they're going to be very thorough with that.
And one other thing is the gas company had to tear out a little piece of the concrete. So here's another issue I worry about. That concrete's got to be a certain level because if it goes, then it's going to hold more water. So I have to watch what the gas company is going to do as far as the sidewalk so that they don't create an issue there. Just something to think about. But I would like to end on a positive. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just want to tell you, I'm sorry. And I hope you do hit that punch list, and for some reason it does not, you don't get your straw and your grass, email me. I'd be happy to come down there.
I already did it. Right there it is. I bought the grass seed. I bought Kobe grass seed. I put it down today. I cleaned it all up.
I will say, if you don't hit it in the fall, I'd be happy to come down and do it myself.
I just hope I don't have to come in 2 weeks and complain about the water bill. Because now I'm going to have to water it twice a day. So when that water bill goes up, I'm going to be up here complaining about it. Because their machine broke down 2 months ago, and that's why ours wasn't done until July. So now you want me to pay for extra water to get the grass to grow. So just a heads up on that. But I want to end on a positive. They did do the cul-de-sac, and it does look good, and I think everybody was really well pleased.
Good.
And one other thing, when you said you didn't get the message about the street, I just want to say that Karen Street was completely... Everybody got off of the street, and the day when they started on Karen Street, I went door to door with Mr. Stevens, the older elderly that didn't know to take their cars off the street, and we got them to move their cars. Karen Street really does try to be a, to be, what's expected of us.
That was, I mean, just because I didn't get it, it was probably hung in my door and I wasn't there all week, so it may have blown away. I'm sorry for the litter, but you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it wasn't delivered to me.
No, but I'm just saying, my neighbor was
saying.
on vacation, left me their car keys, just in
Right.
case the car had to be, I mean, we
That's
really try to watch out for each other down there.
Yeah.
And that's, I'm past my time, but thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else for audience participation?
Well, who do I send that bill to?
Moving on to communications, I see that there are none. Reports, I see that there are none. Ordinances. Mark, if you would read. Second reading. Oh. Chris.
No, second reading.
Second reading, okay.
Authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Waterworks Metrology for the city's water meter replacement project and declaring an emergency. Second reading.
Make a motion to suspend the rules and give ordinance 2526 third reading by title only.
I'll second that motion.
Just want to mention that this received favorable recommendation by the Finance Committee last meeting.
Brown.
Aye.
Cleary.
Aye.
Hany.
Aye.
Hawk.
Aye.
Klein.
Aye.
Harry.
Aye. Chris.
Make a motion to adopt ordinance 2526.
Third reading.
Oh, sorry.
Authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Waterworks Metrology for the city's water meter replacement project and declaring an emergency. Third reading.
Chris.
Motion to adopt ordinance 2526.
Second motion to adopt.
Brown.
Aye.
Cleary.
Aye.
Hany.
Aye.
Hawk.
Aye.
Klein.
Aye.
Harry.
Aye. Yes, sir. Chris. Okay. Mark, if you would read ordinance 2527.
Authorizing the mayor to enter into a master services agreement with Mueller Systems and declaring an emergency. Second reading.
I'd like to make a motion to suspend the rules, give 2527 third reading by title only.
Chris.
Second.
Jake.
I'd also like to mention that this ordinance received favorable recommendation by the Finance Committee.
Brown.
Aye.
Cleary.
Aye.
Hany.
Aye.
Hawk.
Aye.
Klein.
Aye.
Harry.
Aye. Anybody else?
Authorizing the mayor to enter into a master services agreement with Mueller Systems and declaring an emergency. Third reading.
Chris.
Make a motion to adopt ordinance 2527.
Second motion to adopt.
Brown.
Aye.
Cleary.
Aye.
Hany.
Aye.
Hawk.
Aye.
Klein.
Aye.
Harry.
Aye. That brings us into the ordinances, resolutions. I see that there are none. Miscellaneous. One thing before we break, I would like to have a exactly 2-minute executive session following council meeting regarding personnel.
I'd like to make a motion to go to executive session and discuss litigation, personnel, and property. With no action to follow, with council, mayor, finance director, and solicitor.
And I'll second that.
Brown.
Aye.
Cleary.